Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Monday Night Raw, and tonight we will continue the first round matchup for the King and Queens of the Ring tournament. And tonight, this man right here, Bronson Reed, will be pulling double duty. He'll have one match tonight to kick us off a part of the King of the Ring tournament, and tonight also, in the main event, he'll be taking on the undisputed champion, Sami Zayn. Now, if you guys remember at Fastlane, it was Bronson Reed defending his Intercontinental Championship against Kevin Owens. Bronson Reed would ultimately walk out victorious, but it wasn't done there. Bronson Reed would hit tsunami after tsunami after tsunami after that matchup. Then, last week, here on Monday Night Raw, Sami Zayn said he wants some revenge and he issued a challenge to Bronson Reed in the middle of this ring. And Sami didn't realize that Bronson Reed already had a matchup in the first round against Randy Orton already scheduled for this week on Raw, but the Raw general manager said, hey, if you're willing to do the crime, you're going to have to face the time, pretty much. So basically tonight, Bronson Reed will have two matches, one against this man, and then also in the main event against Sami Zayn. Randy Orton, a former undisputed champion, former Mr. Money in the Bank. We talked to Randy about only holding that championship for just a couple weeks' time. He said, hey, stuff's going to happen. It was a triple threat match. And ultimately, Sami was the better guy. But once I win this King of the Ring tournament, and whoever survives between Sami and Braun, I will get my match at SummerSlam, and I will be walking out undisputed champion. He said, hey, the first time around me and Bronson Reed went at it, it was a little bit quicker than expected, so I expect Bronson Reed to be a little bit, well game planned, is what Randy said. So we'll see how Bronson Reed and Randy Orton fare tonight. Like he said, Randy Orton, it only took him a couple minutes before putting away Bronson Reed. And what Bronson Reed said to that, he said he wasn't expecting Randy Orton. He was expecting Sami Zayn at that time. We'll have to wait and see how this matchup turns out, though, on this lovely edition of Monday Night Raw on Netflix. And also tonight we'll be hearing from the new World Tag Team Champions, the Motor City Machine Guns, and what their plans for those Tag Team Championships are. Referee officially ringing the bell. Here we go. Orton coming right out of the gate very fast. Already looking to put this match away. Ooh, very close. Bronson Reed. Imagine if he goes out with a DDT like that. And to address Sami Zayn real quick too. Sami Zayn, he's got a championship defense in just a couple weeks' time at King of the Ring, as he will be defending his championship against the badass Braun Breaker. So there's definitely a lot to really take in for Sami Zayn. You got to really pick and choose what you want to do and kind of who you go after here. As Orton just stomping away right there in the midsection there of Bronson Reed here. You would think Bronson Reed, that would be his place to go at ringside, but certainly when you get a man like the Viper. And now Bronson Reed looking to, you can't really tell if he's trying to go outside for a weapon, maybe even though this is a disqualification matchup. A strong kick out once again from the big man, Bronson Reed. If you're Bronson Reed, like we mentioned, you got two matches tonight. You probably want to end this matchup very quickly so that you can make yourself as 100% as you can, as possible for tonight's main event. And Orton right now, as he should, he's enjoying the spotlight right now, as this is the first round of the King of the Ring tournament. Last week we had our first round matches, and this will be the end of the first round later on tonight. As Orton now going to go with a big old clothesline. Takes down the big man Bronson Reed. Reed just cannot figure out Orton right now. This has been all Randy. As Reed now in a pivotal moment in this matchup. Let's see if he can somehow get himself back in this match. This is a pivotal match, especially in the career of a Bronson Reed, to take on a former WWE champion, former Undisputed champion, and Randy, and former Raw Tag Team champion as well. As Bronson Reed has him up. Ooh! Look at that maneuver right there from Bronson Reed. Could that be enough? We haven't really seen him pull that maneuver out of his bag of tricks, but it wasn't enough anyway. And wait a minute. Tsunami time possibly from the big man Bronson Reed. No, Tsunami! Tsunami was missed. Orton moved right out of the way. And now Randy Orton can show you however dangerous he is. And now Orton with the big old back suplex on the hardest part of the apron. And that could have been the moment that Orton, or I should say Bronson Reed, needed to put this match away. Especially that Tsunami, if it hits, it's a whole different ballgame. But right now, Orton has the momentum. And now, vicious knee strike to the side of the skull. And Orton, he seeks blood right now. He is coming right after Reed, looking to send a message here. I don't know how much more Bronson Reed's going to have left. He's taking a bunch of shots to the head. And certainly that very well could be enough. Referee John Cone is right there. Ooh, but a strong kick out. Strong kick out at one there. But it leads Randy Orton right back to where he wants to be, with going for the knee strike again, but going to the well one too many times. And now here comes the big man, Bronson Reed. Your Intercontinental Champion's trying to get back in this matchup. And he's starting to get himself fired up here. And looking for the military press slam probably here. Oh, look at that. Making it look so easy. And Orton realizing how bad of a spot he's in right now, having to get himself out of this hole. Now this is where Bronson Reed can be very dangerous. Two dangerous guys. And this matchup has already gone longer than the other. And now another military press slam. No! This time Orton had it scouted. And now Orton with an RKO. No! Bronson Reed catches him. Bam! Power slam there from Bronson Reed. And now Orton is in the landing zone for a possible Tsunami. Bronson Reed. Tsunami to the back of Randy Orton. That very well could do it. No, Orton kicks out. I wonder if it was because Orton turned just as he was doing the Tsunami, but it's going to hurt no matter what, as Orton moves out of the way of that elbow drop. And now here comes the ever dangerous Randy Orton now, trying to get something going this time around. And Orton's like, get your ass up, Bronson. And now Orton looking to hit the RKO this time. RKO from Randy Orton. Pinfall attempt. 1, 2, 3. Randy Orton is advancing to the next round of the King of the Ring tournament. Back and forth these guys went. It was either any man's ball game, but ultimately the Viper showing you guys why he's one of the best to ever do it in that squared circle, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to Randy Orton on a good win tonight over the Intercontinental Champion. Welcome, Bobby. It was quite a surprise and wasn't really expecting you on my agenda, but I always welcome any superstar to come into my office. How can I help you, Bobby? Anything you got on your mind? Anything you are looking forward to at all? I do have a lot on my mind, William. I mean, I've been on Raw, I've been SmackDown, and I just have not been able to be the guy, the win the WWE Championship, the World Heavyweight Championship, whatever brand's perspective championship. I have not been able to figure out how to win that big one. Now, at the end of the day, I can blame you. I can blame any general manager I've ever had to work with on any certain show, but I'm not going to do that. Ultimately, at the end of the day, it goes on me not getting the job done in key situations. I've been here on Monday Night Raw. I've been on SmackDown since, 2017, 2018? Been all over the place. I still just have not been able to get the job done, and it's ultimately on me, William. Long story short, Regal, the reason why I came here is to let you know that I am leaving WWE effective immediately, and I am becoming a free agent. I'm not gonna. Maybe I'll come back here in a couple years. Maybe I won't. But I need to take my time once again, figure my shit out, and go from there. William, privileged to be here, and I'll see you later down the road. I'm sorry to hear that, Bobby. I mean, I wish there's more we could do, but like you said, ultimately it is, at the end of the day, on you to win those big time matches. And I'm not saying that you can't, because obviously we know what you bring to this table. If you need anything, don't be afraid to reach out to me or the chairman, Triple H, whatsoever. I'll see you down the road, Bobby. William, Bobby's not the only man you're losing tonight as well. You're losing the one and only Ricochet. I want to thank you guys for everything, opportunities you've given me as well, but it's time for me to move on for bigger and better opportunities. Maybe, like what Bobby said, maybe he'll come back, but I can tell you sure one thing right now. I don't know what's next for me, but right now, it's leaving WWE and going from there. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, and then we just got some big news that Monday Night Raw is going to be losing a couple superstars to free agency. So that means not only Bobby Lashley is leaving WWE, but Ricochet is leaving as well. Do wish them the best of their endeavors, wherever they may be going. But now we have to continue, we have to focus up as we continue the King of the Ring tournament. This will be the last men's match for tonight's first round matchup, as you got Big E taking on Jey Uso, the European champion. Both these guys certainly have been a part of groups that have been the best of all time when it comes to the tag team division. But right now, they're in singles action. Something a little different, obviously, for Jey Uso, but he's doing the best that he can. And obviously, Big E, he's still trying to have that breakout moment in the King of the Ring tournament. Very well could be the tournament for him to break out and become possibly the World Heavyweight Champion. Or I should say for Monday Night Raw, the Undisputed Championship. But now it is something's got to give. You got two of the best to ever do it in the tag team division. They're in singles action. Big E had one of the longest reigns as Intercontinental Champion. Jey Uso retained his European Championship recently at Fastlane by defeating Christian. And now for Jey Uso, he's part of this King of the Ring tournament. Let's see if main event Jey Uso can become King Yeet live here tonight by advancing. And then obviously at the King of the Ring, whoever would be the winner of the SmackDown side of things going at it. Big opportunity for both men, but the thing is, their opponent in the next round would be Randy Orton. So I can tell you that is not going to be easy. And obviously, Bronson Reed got a taste of that firsthand just recently here tonight. So, big question is, how will Jey Uso fare against Randy Orton? How would Big E fare against Randy Orton? Time's gonna tell though, but we gotta get through this matchup right here, right now, live here at Monday Night Raw. We are just 3 weeks out, I believe, from reaching that premium lime event known as King and Queen of the Ring. Here we go. Big E takes on Jey Uso live right here, right now. Referee has officially rung the bell. Let's see how these two fare out here. They know each other quite well, so expect a lot of back and forth, just like that Randy Orton and Bronson Reed matchup. And imagine how it would be for Jey Uso, for him to obviously still be European champion at the time. Let's say he wins the King of the Ring. He's still European champion, and he goes to SummerSlam, and let's say he wins the Undisputed Championship. Not only would he have the European Championship, but also the Undisputed Championship. How big would that be early on in his singles career for main event Jey Uso? And then for Big E, I mean, the other big thing for that young man is for Big E certainly having his final moment to really stand out, not really having to be known for Big E from the New Day. He can say, oh, hey, he's the Undisputed Champion. He was the King of the Ring winner. He went to SummerSlam and became Undisputed Champion. Yes, back in the ring we go. And we just don't know who's going to win, obviously that, but also who's going to be Undisputed Champion heading in to that very event as well. And now Jey going to work with those legs right now in midsection right there, just to try to wind Big E down. Especially working on those ribs will definitely help there, as Big E able to somehow, some way, kind of roll his way out of that drop kick there. And look at Big E saying, hey, that's how you do it there, champ. Pinfall opportunity, but not even a 1 count. And Big E's like, okay, I gotta do a little bit more damage for sure, just to even get a proper pinfall attempt. As Snake Eyes busted Jey Uso wide open there, and now Big E gonna look to use a big old scoop slam to get his attention there. But again, Jey Uso right back up to his feet, pure adrenaline it seems like. Off the ropes, Jey Uso showing yet, and then into a big power slam. And now into the corner we go. First person POV from that camera view, but Jey and Big E brutalizing each other. This may have woken up Jey Uso right now. Realizes he's in trouble, tasting his own blood right now. Wants Big E to taste his blood now. There's a big headbutt there from Jey. And but a big boot from Big E. Back and forth we go. I think we're about to have ourselves a striking match here. Here we go. Jey and Big E swinging for the fences. Back and forth we go. Referee allowing it to happen. Nothing illegal going on here. Just trying to straight up see who will get the upper hand. Strike after strike. Heavy after heavy between both men. And now Jey with a big open-handed slap, and now I think Jey getting the upper hand here. Big old back neck breaker there. Pinfall. Referee is right there in position. 2. Ooh, so close. Jey almost had him. Let's see what else Jey's got to do to really put down Big E at this moment. Big spear out of nowhere. That definitely will help your situation. Pinfall opportunity. Is that enough? Yes, it is. Main event, Jey Uso advances in the King of the Ring tournament, and his next opponent will be Randy Orton. What a match though tonight. Jey Uso, Big E, back and forth, but main event Jey Uso stands tall tonight, and he had himself a brutal match. As you can see, the scars, the blood dripping out of his eyes. Big win for main event. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we flip from the King of the Ring side to the Queen of the Ring side, as now we're going to see Dakota Kai taking on Piper Niven. Unfortunately for Dakota Kai, she didn't walk out with the Women's Intercontinental Championship live there at Fastlane. We'd like to congratulate Asuka, who walked out victorious. And ultimately, we would see Raquel Rodriguez recently here on Monday Night Raw last week beat her down, who was a part of that very matchup. And we'll see if we can hear from Raquel Rodriguez here tonight about her undespicable actions, or you could say despicable actions, I should say, in the terms of what she did. There was no need for that. You know, call her out. If you want a match, I'm sure Asuka would oblige to say, hey, you know what? I'm the first ever Intercontinental Champion. I got some stuff to prove to this championship. I want this to be a fighting championship, but we didn't see that happen. So we'll see if Raquel Rodriguez will give us a reasoning, something behind what exactly occurred last week. As now here comes Piper Niven, looking for that opportunity here on Monday Night Raw. And for both these women, it's a huge opportunity. We've only had one ever Queen's Crown winner of the Queen of the Ring, and that was Tegan Nox, who at that time was on SmackDown last year. She would go on to win the Women's Championship live there last year. So, certainly being the second ever Women's Queen of the Ring winner, I mean, certainly does a lot of big things for your career. And obviously it's still early on for the women's side of things, but still, I mean, hey, so far so good when it comes to the men's and women's side of the tournaments. As the referee rings the bell, here we go. Piper Niven and Dakota Kai. Can the powerhouse Piper Niven outpower and outwork Dakota Kai? Dakota Kai very close at times to winning that Intercontinental Championship there at Fastlane. Just came up a bit short. Asuka ultimately winning. I believe she made Io Sky tap out, if I do remember correctly. Ooh, big elbow there from Dakota Kai. Looking to keep herself in this matchup early on. I mean, for Dakota Kai, it's got to be simple. You cannot allow Piper Niven to do those type of maneuvers for sure, but, you know, get her big meaty hands on you and start hitting, you know, power slams, power bombs, or even stuff from the top rope. Dakota Kai has to keep Piper within striking distance and keep her off balance. And now, ooh, that backbreaker ain't going to feel too good. Is now Piper. Pinfall opportunity. Will she be advancing in the Queen's Crown, or Queen's of the Ring tournament, pardon me. Ooh, big elbow right across the chest there of Dakota Kai. This matchup is no count out, so these women can go outside the ring as long as that pinfall or submission happens to be in the middle of that ring. And Piper's feeling herself up right now. She's in control. I mean, especially when you're in control, I can understand it, but certainly there's superstars, ladies and gentlemen, that tend to overuse it at times, and over the fair share of the years, it's even cost them matches. So now Piper going to look to go to work here. Just a big knee right across the back of the neck. Certainly not the best feeling in the world, and it's now Dakota Kai working on the knees, the legs, anything that she can find at this moment. Look at the hair stretch. Oh my goodness. You do not want your hair to be ripped out like that, especially if Piper's hair is not natural. She can get those extensions ripped out here as a head scissors submission hold here. Let's see if Piper can get out of it, and it looks like easily she does. Now let's see if Piper can get back to work here. Going to go back on the Kabuki Warriors, Dakota Kai here. Big kicks of those knees right there to the gut as well. Here comes Dakota Kai with those big kicks. Team kick right there from Dakota Kai into a flying head scissors takedown. In the other first round matchup later on tonight, we will see Bianca Belair and Chelsea Green going at it later on tonight. As a big kick there from Dakota Kai. That is vintage Dakota Kai there. Into a sit-out powerbomb. As if I'm not Dakota, go for a pinfall, but seems like doesn't want to go for it just yet. As now Dakota Kai here, big kick to the midsection, looking for the chiropractor. Bam! Right there to Piper Niven. Pinfall opportunity. 2, 3. Dakota Kai advances to the next round of the King and Queen of the Ring tournament. Big win there for Dakota Kai, advancing Didn't win the Intercontinental Championship, but hey, next thing up is the Queen of the Ring tournament. You are looking at the newest World Tag Team Champions, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. And a lot of people are already wondering, hey, your first match, you're already having a World Tag Team title shot. How does that fare for the other guys on this roster? And you know what? The simple answer is that's William Regal's decision to be made, not ours. But I can surely tell you this. I'm not trying to be cocky when I say this. We are one of the best tag teams in the world today. Not just today, but of all time. We've kicked some ass. We've taken names all over the world, especially in TNA, where we dominated the tag team divisions all over. And certainly Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, whatever brand it may be, we are coming for the tag team championships. But right now, certainly as the World Tag Team Champions here on Monday Night Raw, we'll take any and up-and-coming challengers that are in our way. If it happens to be a team like the WWE Hall of Famers, the Dudley Boys will gladly take you on. If you're a team like the Street Profits who have failed to win the Tag Team Championships just yet and have a lot to prove and are still hungry, at this point in time in their career, we will gladly take you on. Any other tag team on this roster, we will gladly take you on. The future of the tag team division goes through us, and we will gladly knock every single one of you back down. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is a singles match between the Dudley Boys and the Street Profits. We're going to have Bubba Ray Dudley taking on Montez Ford. Remember last month we had a tag team matchup between the Dudley Boys and Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, a part of the Street Profits. And certainly the Street Profits didn't want anything to do with the Dudley Boys in the terms of wanting to face them fair and square. They would attack them from behind, but ultimately the Dudley Boys would show them why they are one of the best tag teams of all time, and they are WWE Hall of Famers. And the big question is for the Street Profits now, what does it look like now? Because Bobby Lashley has officially left WWE. We saw that earlier on tonight, going to William Regal saying, hey, I'm leaving WWE and I got to figure some stuff out. Saying that he could not win the big one, which ultimately sucks. I mean, Bobby Lashley, one of the better big guys in all of WWE, he couldn't even figure it out on whatever roster he would be on, Raw or SmackDown. Still could not figure it out. But we'll see how that fares for the Street Profits here. And we even heard from the World Tag Team Champions, the new Tag Team Champions, that being Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley of the Motor City Machine Guns. He said he doesn't care, or they don't really care who is put in their way, if it's the Street Profits, if it's the Dudley Boys. He says they will knock them down one by one. And they do sound pretty confident. I wouldn't say... Maybe they came off a little cocky, maybe a little bit, but certainly you kind of, when you come in, get a title shot before everybody else, and kind of probably going to turn the roster's head, like, hey, I've worked my ass off, why is this tag team being signed, and then all of a sudden getting a title shot and basically jumping over us. But, that's on William Regal, not the Motor City Machine Guns. And now, with the Street Profits losing Bobby Lashley, that leaves Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford by themselves. But there is another key factor in this whole thing, ladies and gentlemen, that being Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews, he's a part of this group, kind of put to the wayside by Bobby Lashley and company. So we'll see with Bobby Lashley leaving, if that opens up the key spot for Apollo Crews to maybe take that spot and help Montez and Angelo. I don't know. We'll really have to wait and see where that's going to fare here. But we're we're going to get ourselves in some singles action here between Montez and Bubba Ray. As there's Bubba, he seems like he is very focused. Montez Ford is ready. I'm ready. Here we go. Referee ringing the bell. And obviously the singles matchup, it's not really going to favor either man in the situation because they've been known for being tag team superstars their whole careers. Bubba Ray, he's tried to adventure out in singles, his own singles way back when Niven was doing some other stuff as well. So we just haven't seen that side of Bubba Ray here in Universe mode. This is a good proving point for Montez Ford too, in a singles capacity, just to kind of see what he may bring if that were ever to happen for Montez Ford as Bubba Ray, the Hall of Famer, hitting a senton from halfway across the ring. That's absolutely crazy to see for the big man. There's now Bubba Ray, big old clothesline, takes down Ford. Into a big elbow right in the center of that chest, man. Oof. Not going to be feeling too good, I can tell you that. And now, ooh, right there in the knee as well. Bubba Ray in full control of this matchup here. Ooh, big. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Dawkins. Uh-oh, kendo stick. Kendo stick. And thankfully for Dawkins, not throwing it in the ring at this very moment. And now Bubba Ray going to show you that strength, that power of the big man. Bam! Right on that Fortnite logo. And now Bubba Ray with another big-time maneuver. This time a lariat, and Bubba Ray's all fired up. He's trying to get this Raw crowd fired up, but a kip up from Montez Ford. Bubba Ray not expecting that. But oh, big axe handle takes down Ford anyway. And this is the moment where Bubba Ray can easily and possibly take this match over if he continues where this match is kind of heading right now, to send a message to the Street Profits here. And uh-oh, Angelo Dawkins getting involved here. Gonna look to take that top turnbuckle padding. Referee didn't see it from his side view as Bubba Ray working on that left knee. Into a cutter, a Bubba cutter out of nowhere. Pinfall opportunity. He is busted wide open, and oh, he's able to kick out. Thought for a second Montez Ford wasn't going to be able to kick out. And Bubba Ray signaling the end is near, looking to maybe, what do you always say, get the tables. Montez Ford trying to get something going against Bubba Ray, and finally, ooh, almost like a famouser type of maneuver from Montez. Uh-oh, springboard. Oh, what a DDT there from Montez Ford. Ford desperately needed that. And now referee finally witnessing that there is a top turnbuckle missing. We'll see if Ford now can deal with the distraction here. Into a big old scoop slam for Bubba Ray. And now he has Bubba Ray right where he wants him, halfway across the ring here. Ford now. Look at that vicious neck breaker. Big time maneuver there from Ford. Into the pinfall. This would be a big win for Montez Ford and company. No, but a kick out from Bubba Ray. Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, it is AJ Styles versus Finn Balor in a no-holds-barred matchup. You are hearing that correctly. William Regal has upgraded that matchup from just a normal matchup between those two, those bitter rivals, now to a, oh, what a cutter there, to a no-holds-barred matchup. What a devastating cutter there. What a Bubba cutter. And Bubba Ray Dudley with a win tonight over Montez Ford. It seems like the Street Profits, they picked the wrong team to mess with in tag team or in singles action, because the Dudley Boys pick up the win tonight live on Raw. And now a matchup a lot of people have been really looking forward to, since we've really seen these guys go back and forth over probably a little bit over a month now. AJ Styles and Finn Balor. Finn Balor defeated AJ Styles last month really wanted AJ to join. AJ just declined them, and Finn didn't take that too lightly, obviously. And certainly we've seen the fair share of matches between both groups. And AJ Styles last week, he was a part of the King of the Ring tournament. He would go on to defeat Dominic Mysterio of the Judgment Day. And out of nowhere, Finn Balor came out and attacked Styles. And AJ Styles, you know, for him, he probably needs some time to recuperate. But for Styles, you know what? He said, hey, I will gladly go through Finn Balor if it gets to where I need to be on my top mental capacity and my body. Hey, you know, my body's been up there. I don't know how many more years I have in this business, but if I need to go through former friends to get to where I need to be and win the big ones and only make my career better and to make myself a future Hall of Famer, I will gladly go over Finn Balor. Balor has my number as of recently, but tonight in this no-holds-barred matchup, I plan on bringing him down a peg. And for AJ Styles will be taking on Ilya Dragunov one-on-one, part of the King of the Ring tournament. But tonight, Styles is focused on the man, the former WWE champion, multi-time Mr. Money in the Bank, Mr. Finn Balor himself. A lot of questions on why maybe Finn Balor wasn't really a part of the King of the Ring tournament, but certainly, you know, getting those younger guys opportunities, Dominic Mysterio of the group, Finn Balor was okay with, from what it sounded like. Seemed like Finn is a little bit more preoccupied on making AJ Styles' life a living hell, and make him say, hey, you know, the reason why you're not joining us, you know, if you're not going to join us, we're going to make you pay. And I don't care if we were friends whatsoever. I will take down family members. I will take down anyone in our way to make the Judgment Day great. And my question is for Finn Balor. I mean, what is this ultimately going to head to? Yes, ultimately beating down AJ Styles, one of the better superstars. And yes, I mean, Finn Balor needs wins at this point, but what is going to be next for Finn Balor? Because right now, Sami Zayn, the undisputed champion, he's dealing with superstars, and his road to SummerSlam is essentially booked, possibly, if he's able to walk through Braun Breaker there at King of the Ring. So certainly there's some matches on this card that, you know, you don't really know what's Finn's really goal here besides making AJ Styles' life a living hell. John Cone ringing the bell. Here we go. Matchup is official. This is a no-holds-barred matchup. Anything goes in the center of that ring as long as we get the result in the middle of that ring. Big stomp to the midsection. Finn Balor coming out here fast and hot right at AJ Styles. That's all. Just look at that. Look, just stomping on the ribs. And obviously referee's not going to stop it as long as his job is just to make sure that the result happens. And Finn Balor knows exactly what he's doing. Just going right after the ribs again, man. Man, what? Styles has got to figure out something very quickly. Uh-oh. Balor now. Oh, we're getting the tables out here, ladies and gentlemen. Time to get extreme here. Styles now. Right into the referee, using it to his advantage here. But Finn Balor, a little bit faster in the exchange in this opportune time. Oh, Styles little slippery there. Into a DDT, takes down Balor. And for Styles right now, this perfect opportunity. Pick up a win tonight. And then also get yourself ready for Ilya Dragunov. It's a big clothesline, that springboard clothesline right on top of that table. Referee is right there on top of the table. And oh, Styles almost gets himself a win tonight. And if you're Ilya Dragunov, the man that is challenging, or I guess his opponent for next week, certainly you're going to be watching this matchup and kind of see if there's anything that you can use to your advantage. Maybe saying, oh, hey, so, you know, Styles tweaks something here. He hurt something. himself walking out of this matchup. You know, what can I take out of this match this week that I can use for myself and get on to the finals? And look at Balor just wrenching in on that head. That is not going to be feeling too good. Oh, trying to snap that neck, it feels like. And look at Balor just choking the life out of AJ Styles here. Perfectly legal. Oh, goodness. Big time forearm strike. But look at Kip up there from Styles. To the Irish whip into the corner. Styles now, big old clothesline. Tosses him right on the table. And it'd probably be even worse to land on a unopened table too. Those metal barrings that help the table stand up. Those legs. And now Styles, high risk opportunity in this late in the matchup here. Styles, big elbow strike misses. And now, just like that, it gives Balor the moment he needs here. Back and forth we go. Into a sling blade right on the table. And maybe this is a kind of a thing that Balor wants to do to kind of show everybody that who is the better leader of Bullet Club? Who is the better overall superstar? Because both of these guys have had great careers here in Universe mode. And right now, I mean, you could say Styles ultimately, probably at this moment in time, has a better career. But Finn Balor now gonna use a baseball bat. Use a pinfall opportunity here. Referee is right in position, but a strong kick out and just a 1 count. John Cone right there. He's been a perfect referee for us for the most part. Oh, Balor looking for 1916. Styles now. Gonna look for the calf killer. The foot is on the ropes, but this obviously does not matter in a no-holds-barred matchup. The matchup will continue. And looking for that stomp. Balor is so good with that stomp, but Styles knows Balor's so good. Into a... Oh, no, a Styles Clash. Styles Clash on the table. Oh, my goodness. And the baseball bat. The double combination. Is this it? No, and Balor kicks out. Styles thought he had him. What a clever Styles Clash there from AJ. And now Balor able to slip out, though, and attack that left knee. And Styles not going to allow him to go back to it. Back and forth we go. Some good matchup, and oh my goodness. Taking out the left knee of Balor. That could set up that calf killer that AJ Styles is so knows so well. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Another striking battle between two superstars that know each other so well. We saw it between Big E and Jey Uso earlier on tonight. And now it's between Styles and Balor. This is the type of thing you want to see between both men. Back and forth we go. Who will get the ultimate upper hand in this strike down? And now here we go. Out, just these outstanding strikes to each other's face. And now Balor getting the upper hand though after just going to war with those strikes. Uh-oh, Balor looking for 1916. Very close to that baseball bat. Will that be enough for Balor to pick up another big win over Styles? 2. No, Styles kicks out. Keeps himself in this matchup a little bit longer. And now Balor was looking to strike him with the baseball bat. This is anyone's ball game to win right now, ladies and gentlemen. Back and forth we go, putting it all on the line here. Off the ropes, Styles goes into the stomp. He got him that time around. Turned him an inside out. And now Balor. Oh, now we're going some hockey. With a hockey stick. Oh, right there to the hip. Oh, my goodness. That is not going to be feeling good. Balor is not afraid to strike with that hockey stick. He might even break it over AJ Styles. Holy crap. Balor is literally broke that hockey stick over Styles' back. I'm sorry you don't see the welts on the back of AJ Styles. Now Finn has him in his landing zone here. Into the drop kick into the corner. Both men are down. Balor feeling this right now. He's trying to get over to Styles. Is this it? 1, 2, 3. It is. Finn Balor with another big win over AJ Styles. Pivotal match between those two, and Finn Balor showing AJ Styles who is the better wrestler in the middle of this ring in this no holds barred matchup. Hate to say it, but it is a big win for Finn Balor. As the question is this done between AJ and Finn? And now, ladies and gentlemen, our next matchup here is the last match of the Queen of the Ring tournament in the first round here, as it will be Chelsea Green. As you can see, she's all out here by herself, as obviously we know Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville were a tag team here in WWE, but Chelsea Green is going to her solos career at this very moment because Sonya Deville has officially left Monday Night Raw and deeming herself a free agent. So now, like we said, Chelsea Green is all by herself. We wish Sonya Deville the best in whatever she has in store for her part of her career, but it will not be here on Raw, NXT, or SmackDown. So the ever dashing one, Miss Chelsea Green here, will look to advance and pick up one of her biggest wins of her whole entire career and looking to get a win over Bianca Belair. But it certainly it's not going to be easy because she's facing off with one of the best superstars in all of WWE, that being Bianca Belair. So Bianca looking for that big opportunity, especially get herself back in a championship contention, winning the Queen of the Ring, then going on to SummerSlam to challenge, let's say Rhea Ripley is still Women's World Champion. We would get ourselves another matchup, essentially a rematch, once again, between Bianca and Rhea Ripley. But the card for the Queen of the Ring side of things, it's been very tight right now. A lot of big names in those matches. And last week here we saw Shayna Baszler knock off Io Sky. Shayna Baszler's been on a roll right now. She's one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions. Also, Becky Lynch knocked off Kairi Zayn last week. So coming up next week, we're going to see Shayna Baszler taking on Becky Lynch. But we're worried about this matchup here. Chelsea Green and Bianca Belair. Referee ringing this bell. Here we go. Going for a knee strike, and takes down Bianca Belair, and now just going to try to choke her out. Referee saying, hey, come on now, there's no need for that. And he's right, the disqualifications are on this, so Chelsea has to be very careful here. Pinfall opportunity, will this be enough? Ooh, very close though, but just a one. As now Bianca Belair, reverse slam, taking down Chelsea Green. Trying to advance early on in this matchup, and why not? Bianca can't believe it though, but certainly in some of these matches you want to take out your opponent quickly so that you're going to be 100% for next week's matches, because next week we start ramping up that next round of tournament matches. And we'll see who will be in action next week, as it'll be Chelsea Green or Bianca Belair taking on Dakota Kai. Look at those haymakers from Bianca. Back and forth we go here at ringside. And now, oh goodness, bouncing her head right off that apron. Certainly not the best feeling in the world, but certainly it's within the rules here, as long as, you know, there's no weapons taken out, especially those steel steps are being used. Ooh, and a big elbow right across the ribs there from Chelsea to Bianca. And maybe you can see that aggression in Chelsea Green right now. Losing her tag team partner, deciding to leave her on her own, didn't decide to sign back with WWE. And now Chelsea Green going to have to go back to the singles division to try to make a name for herself. It's a big old power slam there from Bianca, showing you why she is the EST of WWE for a reason. And now Bianca going to toss her right back inside the ring, and we'll see if maybe could be the moment Bianca needs to put away Chelsea Green here. Oh, the power, the strength on display. Oh, goodness, what a neck breaker there from Bianca. Ew, and then did you see that forearm strike? Man, knocked her out silly, and now Bianca with a big frog splash halfway across the ring. Puts down Chelsea. Is that enough to put her away, though? Oh, so close. 2.5. Those ribs are not going to be feeling too good if you're Chelsea. This crowd absolutely loving what they're seeing from Bianca Belair so far. Green now trying to stay in this matchup as much as possible, getting her left shoulder worked on. Get yourself in the matchup momentarily. Uh-oh. We're going to see a Canadian destroyer out of nowhere. Takes down Bianca. Are we going to see a massive upset here? 2. Oh, so close. Very, very close. But Chelsea Green, she's going to have to scratch and claw a little bit more. She wants to pick up one of her biggest wins of her whole entire career. It's a big spear. Oh, but Bianca, did you see the kip up? She's ready. She's not going to go down without a fight. Front face takedown there of Chelsea. Oh, and right into the steel steps there. That is not going to feel good. Into a backbreaker. Into a beautiful moonsault there from Bianca Belair. As you get a big old look from our roof cam here. Set out powerbomb though. That spinning powerbomb there. And now Bianca going to toss her back in the ring. She obviously knows that she has to beat down Chelsea in the middle of this ring to walk out victorious. And now again, the strength, the power, that swinging gut wrench powerbomb. Chelsea Green is in trouble here. I don't know how much more is left in the tank of Chelsea Green. You know, she hit that brutal Canadian destroyer right now, but that was probably her last ditch effort in this matchup, as that hook of the leg. Ooh, but a strong kick out there. Chelsea Green seemed like maybe she has a little bit more fight. Maybe she does. Is now Bianca with a beautiful moonsault. But look at Chelsea Green right back up to her feet. Kick to the midsection. Bianca's going to be careful now. You can't allow a woman like Chelsea Green to stay in this matchup a little bit longer, possibly, because she could, you know, pull out something. Maybe an unprettier or a big boot or something out of nowhere and catch you off guard. And now Bianca, I think she realizes that she's looking to put away Chelsea Green. Has her up. Time for a KOD on sight. KOD, kiss of death. Pinfall opportunity. 2, 3. Bianca Belair advances, and next week she takes on Dakota Kai. And the semifinals for Monday Night Raw have been made. Next week it is Becky versus Shayna. Next week it's going to be Bianca and also Dakota Kai. Big wins. Who's going to advance to the finals? We're going to find out next week on Raw. WWE management wanted me to go out there in the middle of the ring and explain to you guys why I attacked Asuka last Monday night on Raw, but you know what? I told them I'm going to stay back here because I don't need to hear from all you ignorant, stupid marks out there. But you know what? I did tell them I will explain my side of things. Ever since this universe mode has started, Asuka has been a part of it. She has laid the foundation. She's been one of the best WWE superstars in the world today. But it seems like nobody has been able to take her down in the terms of what she brings to this table, and Asuka always seems to be the one that picks up those big wins, and she being in part of that Intercontinental Championship tournament just pissed me off. In that tournament, having all these women fight, yes, I'm glad they got opportunities, but did Asuka honestly need to have that? She has done a lot in her career, but to be in that matchup and take away from the other Kabuki Warriors in that matchup and myself, it kind of pissed me off. And Asuka ended up winning the Intercontinental Championship. I figure it was time to show her who's boss. Asuka, it's time for you to step to the side and let these other women take those opportunities. But you know what? I'll gladly attack you again, but this time it ain't going to be for free because I'm officially laying down the challenge, Asuka. How about this? You defend that Intercontinental Championship against me at the King and Queen of the Ring PLE. You want to bring pride and prestigiousness to that championship. In the terms of what your career has done, you are the top woman here in WWE for that. But it all comes down. You're on cloud 9 now, but I'm going to bring you right back down to earth, Asuka, and I will gladly be taking that Intercontinental Championship away from you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is main event time here on Monday Night Raw. We saw Bronson Reed did kick us off here in a King of the Ring tournament matchup. Follow up a bit short against Randy Orton. But now tonight, in the main event, Bronson Reed will have a second match tonight in a champion versus champion match. It will be Bronson Reed taking on Sami Zayn, champion versus champion. And now the question is for Bronson Reed, what is next for the big man? Moments in that matchup against Randy Orton, it seemed like Bronson Reed very well could have been advancing, but Randy Orton ultimately was the better man tonight, marking him 2-0 against Bronson Reed as of recently. Now Bronson Reed has to take on the undisputed champion Sami Zayn. Braun Breaker and Sami Zayn go to war live at King of the Ring for that undisputed championship. And here comes your undisputed champion, Sami Zayn. He's out for some revenge, looking to dish out some revenge as he takes on Bronson Reed tonight. Those tsunamis did some significant damage to the midsection there of Kevin Owens, and we don't know for sure how long Owens will be out for, but Zayn is going to stick up for his best friend and look to bring the fight to Bronson Reed tonight in the main event. And this crowd is all fired up, man. You can feel it. Nobody is sitting down. They are in love with Sami Zayn. This is his second run as the undisputed champion. But will it be a short run? Because he takes on the badass Braun Breaker at King of the Ring. Referee ringing the bell, part of this main event. Let's see how this is all gonna go down. We were supposed to see this last month, didn't get it that way because of Randy Orton cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase. Stomped in the midsection here early for Bronson Reed. The question is for Bronson Reed, is he 100% coming out of that first matchup with Randy Orton? Probably not, but Randy Orton and Sami Zayn are two completely different type of wrestlers, and they're going to bring two different type of movesets for sure. As now look at Bronson Reed, ooh, barely reaching 3/4 away from the ring there. Bronson Reed looking to pick up a big win early, but just a 1 count. And Bronson Reed just flexing on Sami Zayn here, and the crowd started booing him, so he looked back at the crowd saying, hey, what? As he gets, ooh, just dropping Sami Zayn on his head and neck there. And this, ooh, goodness, that is not going to feel good for Zayn. And if you're Braun Breaker watching backstage, you got to be I'm trying to see what exactly you can pick apart here. Obviously, that spear out of nowhere that Breaker hits certainly is something that's very major when it comes to his kind of unpredictability. You could be dominating the matchup, all of a sudden Breaker hits you with a spear, spears you in half. Zayn now looking to go back to work on Bronson Reed here, little by little. Now let's see what Sami has in store here. Just try to dissect Bronson Reed as much as you can. You kind of need to. And we'll see if Sami kind of scouted that first matchup tonight, kind of see if he can figure out anything. It's a nice springboard drop kick, turns Bronson Reed inside out. And well, imagine how it's going to feel for Bronson Reed, the Intercontinental Champion, for him to possibly lose 2 matches tonight. One against Randy and then one possibly against Sami Zayn. Irish whip now into the corner, into a big splash. And now off the ropes, Zayn here we go. But oh no, Reed turning him inside out. Sami Zayn, that is like running into a Ford F-150. But now he's able to kick out though. And now Reed with these big old haymakers to Zayn. Oh, don't take too many of those. And now nothing like a good old, I guess you could say, face drag right there on the mat there. Zayn now, ooh, big clothesline into a big elbow. I thought maybe Zayn was going to set up a possible haluva kick out of nowhere. Referee is in position for the pinfall attempt, but just a 1 count. Big kick from Reed though. And Reed fired up now, just like he was in the first matchup, wasn't able to put away Randy. Another back suplex, dropping him on his head and neck area. Zayn trying to figure out where he's at. Reed trying to get this crowd to shut up. His own goodness sake. Oh my goodness. And look at least Sami Zayn doing the right thing, rolling out of the ring momentarily. And now off the ropes we go into vintage Sami Zayn with that arm drag takedown. Toss him into the corner. And look at these big haymakers from your undisputed champion, bringing the fight to the big man. No, oh, nice set out powerbomb as well from Zayn. Zayn starting to get some momentum, but look at Reed rolling away from a potential pinfall opportunity. All this next part is not going to feel good for Bronson. Oh, goodness. Right there to the bottom of that throat. And now, drop kick right to the temple as well. If you guys are just tuning in right now, this is your main event of the evening. Bronson Reed's second matchup of the evening. He's paying the price for attacking Kevin Owens at Fastlane. And, uh-oh, wait a minute. Zayn now, going for a frog splash. Reed easily moving out of the way. He's going to look to make the undisputed champion pay. This is clubbing blows. And now I believe Sami Zayn busted wide open here. Yes, he is. He is really caught on that right side of his temple, and another back suplex. Bronson Reed feels like he has him right where he wants him. Pinfall opportunity. Is this enough? But no, Zayn again kicking out. I don't know how much more is left in the tank for your undisputed champion. The Intercontinental Champion's looking pretty good here. Reed, here we go. Big Nid with a big suplex. Again, Sami Zayn, he's just trying to fight for survival at this opportune time, and just like that, tosses Bronson Reed over the top rope into a vicious neckbreaker. Next week's Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen, as, hold on, a blue thunder bomb to the outside. What I was trying to say before Sami hit that is we continue the semifinals next week. We'll figure out who is going to the finals for the King and Queen's Crown tournament for the Monday Night Raw side of things. As Bronson Reed with a vicious DDT. It's a big clubbing blow to the back of the neck. Also, Penta versus Andrade, round 2 next week here on Monday Night Raw. Is Bronson Reed with a tsunami halfway across the ring? Is that enough to put away the undisputed champion? No, it is not. And Bronson Reed cannot believe it. But he said, okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'll go. If that's what Zayn wants, I will gladly again destroy him. As Zayn slipping out of it, and right there, the back of the knee. As you can see, Zayn's blood all over the mat there. It's a nice drop kick, and that's caught Bronson Reed to be busted open. Shoulders are down. Pinfall opportunity. 2. No, and now Reed kicking out. Both men hitting big maneuvers in this matchup. You don't know who's going to walk out winner. Both men have been putting their bodies on the line here. Ooh, dropping them right on that top turnbuckle. Or that top rope, I should say. But like we mentioned, Penta versus Andrade 2 next week here on Monday Night Raw. Really looking forward to that matchup. And we'll see if Andrade can maybe show who the better Lucha Libre superstar is. Bronson Reed dissecting the undisputed champion, putting all that weight on the neck and head area so that Zayn cannot kick out, so he cannot breathe as well. And Bronson Reed pulling him up. We saw this earlier tonight on Randy into the senton. Was it enough the first time earlier on tonight? We'll see if it is here. It is. Sami Zayn, hard-fought matchup tonight, but Bronson Reed showing you who the better wrestler was tonight. Bronson Reed picks up the win over Sami Zayn in the main event of Monday Night Raw. The Intercontinental Champion showing, hey, you know, I may not be able to beat Randy, but I can sure as hell beat Sami Zayn, your undisputed champion. And oh, look who it is. It's Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker. Spear! Spear to the undisputed champion. This man right here very well could be your next undisputed champion. Just a couple weeks away, live there at the King and Queen tournament. He is just playing with Sami Zayn here at ringside. Man, this is absolutely brutal what we're seeing right now. Sami Zayn just had a hell of a matchup with Bronson Reed. Not able to survive Bronson Reed, but ultimately it's a hard-fought matchup no matter what. And this is only bound to happen eventually, ladies and gentlemen. As now Reed watches on as Braun Breaker goes to town here on Sami. But now Sami Zayn right back up to his feet and not going to want to deal with this whatsoever. And look at Bronson Reed moving on. But like we said, Braun Breaker. These two are going to go at it live there at the King of the Ring. And it's going to be absolutely a brutal match for that man, Sami Zayn and Braun Breaker, in just a couple weeks' time for the Undisputed Championship.